Ooh.
Ho, ho.
You know, it really looks good on a big screen.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like this is why you invest in the 4K.
Yeah.
Right? Ultimately, you want the HDR.
Yeah, but think about it in 8K.
Yeah.
What about 24K?
In Precious Chat, obviously, one moment. We have to figure this out. Obviously, it seems like more K is better.
Yeah.
Like, if you've got K,
why not have another K?
It's not enough.
It's not J.
You need to
so you need K.
A K. Hello,
Oh.
Precious Chat. It is I, your internet friend, Jerford K. Horcrims. And however it came to be, you fell an ass backwards into Twitch's Brewing Show. Acquisitions Intoxicated. I am joined, as almost always, by Acquisitions Intoxicated. Yes, fully, thoroughly, deeply, madly.
What? Wow, that escalated quickly.
Joined in this and in other projects by Acquisitions Intoxicated Brewmaster Eric J. Benson, Edge Benson, Azerbaijan, Notorious EJB. It's a package deal, and it's never been cheaper. It's available for an incredible price today, exclusively. No, exclusively on this program.
I didn't think it was
well,
that.
no, because sometimes occasionally I get like a QVC vibe.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's like I gotta move.
I gotta move, Eric.
I gotta move.
We need to sell them like 3 times today. I've got 5 in the back. I've cloned them.
What is it going to take to get you into an Eric today?
What am I, like a Gundam? You just like
Could be.
hop in?
I mean, that would be great.
I mean, that would actually be pretty fucking cool.
Please get a cockpit, for lack of a better term. Hey, so as you are well aware, and it goes without saying, obviously, Mr. Movies, thank you so much for the sub. And also, Iceberg, I missed it before, I apologize. But as you know, we adhere thoroughly to the hero's journey on this program. So there's a very specific arc. Now, we're not tasting any of our own stuff today.
No.
Right? It's currently
But
being...
we probably will next week.
Yeah, exactly. Which one do you think it will be popping the top on?
The In for a Penny?
In for a Penny? Okay, so that is a lager that's been lagering for 2 years.
For a pandemic.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's a pandemic lager. Like, how many times do you get to say that?
But you don't. But so have you guys looked at it?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, it's actually fine.
Yeah,
we didn't know if it was gonna have like a thick hat.
Yeah.
Of fluid.
Yeah, like gnomes just middle fingering us as we look down.
Like I'm thinking like some doozer type shit.
Yeah.
They're just like making all the radish stuff.
Yeah.
But no. Okay, so it sounds like In for a Penny, which was designed to recognize, the multi-decade reign of the strip. It sounds like that's coming up for us. And so, I mean, that's obviously the longest time I've ever let something sit. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
You're saying it looks okay. You're saying
Looks
it doesn't
fine.
look syrupy or...
Still drinkable.
It seems... Yeah, okay. That's okay. Understood.
Relax and have a homebrew.
Understood. Rich.
Yeah.
Fruity bouquet. So...
Yeah, either that or we just, COVID doesn't kill us, the beer does.
Well, yeah, or maybe we can set them against one another.
Yeah.
So here's the situation. Our parents
are
obviously...
away.
No, that's not the
weeks.
situation. No, what we're going to do is, because we have beer that's coming up for next week, we'll sample this. What did you bring us?
Found this at Micro Homebrew. The Vielle Provision.
I think they do...
Saison Dupont.
They do the double Y... They do the double LY thing, yeah. So maybe Vielle, Provision, Saison Dupont. Okay.
It's a Belgian farmhouse.
A Belgian farmhouse ale. So it's going to, does that mean it's sour?
No.
Really?
No.
It's not, this isn't a trick?
No.
I feel like this is a trick. Listen, but before we get into this business, we are going to do the other part of the ritual, which is to say we're going to put grains into this crucible and begin our holy work. So let's get it. The Fat Baron says, this is a nice beer, good one, I approve highly, 100% not sour. Okay, starting to feel like it's sour. But that being said, what are we putting in this bad boy?
So get a load of these grains. This is drinking as a free action.
Oh, that's right, this is our smash.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why this is not a wheelbarrow full of grains.
Yeah, exactly.
This time. Nice.
But what's fun is you get to sniff just pure pale malt.
Yes. Well, and it'd be interesting to compare this to the one from the library that Josh and Clues put up for us, too. So this is just straight up pale malt.
Yeah, straight to your veins.
Let's see. Double bagged it.
For your protection.
For my protection, but I don't want to be protected from this. Oh, I want to lose my life to it. I want to worship the grains.
So, what do you think?
Well, I mean, this is the simplest one there is.
Right.
But it's still better than almost anything on Earth.
Right.
It just smells. Here. I mean, you don't be a stranger. It just smells like something your body needs.
Well, that went quick, and it smelled like noodles.
Well, I mean, it would.
Yeah.
It would. Here, now, Ghostly, give us a tune-up here. Put your face inside this. Come on, don't be shy. We want your tasting notes on these Gren. What do you think?
That smells very nice.
It do smell nice. Oh my God. All right, here. So I'm gonna grab a pinch of it,
What
though.
was the name of this beer again?
Jady Lady, what a pleasure. Orion Rogue, good to see you.
What do you think?
It's just so good.
Right. There's a reason like 90% of all beers are made with that grain.
Here, so I'm gonna try the whole one over here. Just test it.
What?
Yeah. It's just pure right in the middle. Now, how does like pale ale malt? How does that compare to your 2-row?
No, that's what it is.
It's all the same category.
No. It's 2-row is pale ale.
Oh, okay. Because I have 2-row and pale ale malt over here, like in two separate things, and I was like, maybe there's some powerful distinction I was not previously aware of.
Maris Otter is a pale ale
Yeah.
malt. 6-row is a pale ale malt.
I see. It's a higher category.
Yeah, exactly.
If you look on your grid, it'll give you the exact.
More details.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the rare 2-row, Josh.
Yeah.
Rare. That's how I pronounce R-A-A.
Wow.
Wow. All right. Put that down there.
Okay.
Got this up here.
Why don't you flatten those grains out a little? Give them a little nice spread. Give them a nice spread. There it is.
Yeah, go just so that everyone
Look at that.
knows
Look at
we're
that.
talking about
That's a beautiful grain bed.
absolute uniformity of the grains. All right, now, what's going on here for the lemon drop?
So this is gonna be really fun. We're using lemon drop for bittering,
For the whole real
flavoring, and aroma.
Yeah.
So in each of the first 3,
Oh, it's just going to get hit.
yep, you're gonna put a ½ ounce in each one.
Okay, nice. Can do. And so this is just half and half on this first bag, and then we got some left over there. Should we come in from the side?
Oh, no.
Do you remember how long it took us to get into that wine?
Fucking wine. Oh, jeez. That was a joke.
Here.
Don't we have like scissors or like a katana down there somewheres?
I think we have Catan.
Well, I mean, that works.
There we go. This is all very official.
Yeah, this is exactly how you do
Here.
it.
I was just gonna say, now, Daphnis, are we thinking that we want to do we want to move into an ASMR type realm here?
Don't worry, Ghostly. Too little, too late, man.
Well,
But I appreciate the effort.
I still need them. All right.
Ooh, God, that smells delicious.
Well, it's like too much, as I recall.
No, it's
Right?
too perfect.
Well, yeah, but it's like it's so sharp.
Yeah. You just can't handle the lemon?
No, I can't handle it.
A lemon warhead is not your...
I don't have what it takes. Well, I've told the Warhead story a million times, right?
What? I don't even...
Do you not know the? I'm sure I've told you. But anyway, here.
I might have been drunk while we told it to me, but what happened with lemon warheads?
Well, here. Let me do the work, and then I'll
Sure.
explain it while
Do you
we.
need me to open your other bag for you, or are you good, or
Actually,
you need some
would
help?
do
Yeah,
that?
I'd be
That
happy
would,
to.
that would really help me a lot. Here, you can use the scissors. I don't give a shit.
Fuck this.
I go
on a
fucking
hook.
broke. All right, no. So, let me tell you.
the fable of the
Yeah.
warhead.
Let me tell you that it is possible if you eat enough warheads
Sure.
let's go back. So it goes without saying.
Hold on, you got it. Is it zeroed
let
out?
It love.
Is it zeroed?
Well, right now it's just still having.
There you go. Now put it on and zero it out.
There we go. Incredible.
What are you doing? No. Okay.
I know how to do it. Here,
You don't know how to do it. You're pressing the on/off button.
here. I have this under control.
This
Don't
button
listen to them.
zeroes it out.
Does it really?
Got it. Turn it on.
That's incredible. That's all in one button. That's insane.
It's like you've never done.
We're living in the future.
You
Okay.
did this last week. Who knows how screwed up?
Okay. Stop. See how it has weighted out.
I
Now you
love what I'm
press
hearing.
That.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that definitely works. Just so everybody knows. Anyway,
Well-
so would it surprise you to learn? Actually, this is actually a very useful, demonstration of the principle I'm about to describe.
Yeah,
which
I'd
is
love
that
to hear it.
Can you imagine a situation where I was in high school and did not like it very much?
Yeah.
And-
I get that.
And had a hard time. I think that lots of people have a hard time there.
yeah.
I'm not saying there's anything special about me in this particular context.
Okay.
Perfect.
How does that pertain to warheads?
Don't worry.
Where does that part of the story come?
Well, once I figured out that I could basically, like just from the student store, once I figured out that between periods, like between every period,
look at this. You can put it back on.
I know.
And it's going to go to zero.
This is a game changer.
It's amazing.
You changed the game.
Yeah. It's like we have professional scales.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways,
So here's what happened. So once I realized that I could literally just like eat candy all day at school, I ate candy all day at school.
that was it, huh?
I was like, wow. What actually would improve this situation is some candy.
Some candy.
And I was not wrong.
Did the school store have candy?
They had mad candy. And in
Really?
fact, they had candy, and they also had students who would they had like an espresso machine, like in high school. I don't even know why. It was just to raise money. It was like to raise money for ASB.
Okay.
And they didn't know how to use it. And
Did
so,
you like go in and school them on it?
No. But almost, I wasn't into it yet. But I'm saying that almost universally they would produce. It was like an industrial waste. Like it came out. It was viscous.
Oh, it was like motor oil, essentially.
It was rich, but not like in the ways we want coffee to be rich. Anyway, once I figured out that I could just literally eat candy all day
And drink motor oil.
Things got better.
Okay.
They say it gets better, and it did for me.
But there's got to be a heel turn in this story.
There is a heel turn, and it's actually, the heel turn is especially brutal. 1/2 ounce. The heel turn is especially brutal because it involves, much as it often does, it involves a betrayal.
What?
Yeah, that's right. Some know this tale, and some don't. But, yeah, that's right. I was done wrong by someone I trusted, and that person is Mr. Warhead, which is my, anthropomorphization of the candy. Of that person whose head is exploding.
Yeah.
I mean, I should have known as soon as I saw that iconography that in intellectual matters, this person was not to be trusted. Strictly speaking, their brain is gone.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
It's right there in front of you.
Annihilated by the warhead.
They weren't hiding it from you.
Exactly. Times, you let me do what I want. Anyway, long story short, or I guess maybe the opposite.
Short story long?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is possible, if you have determined that eating warheads is how you're going to make it through a situation, it is possible to eat so many warheads that you peel the top layer of your tongue entirely off.
No.
Yes.
And did it come off in a sheet?
Yes. It came off in a ghostly white sheet.
That's amazing.
It was very surprising. Let me tell you that you can get a sense at the top of your mouth. I just felt something was loose. And I was like, well, that doesn't seem right. I don't think anything is supposed to be loose in there. I think it's all supposed to be where it goes. But I was wrong. No. You can, it was like removing its raiment. Like, I mean, it was like, oh, tongues are cloaked in a ghostly sheet that can be peeled away by warheads.
Did you frame the peel? What did you do with it?
I'm not going to go into that.
How many warheads did it take?
God, I mean, it was a couple weeks, and it was because they're so cheap. It's
right.
Like, if you go in, it's like those were like 10 cents or something like that, and it's like, fuck yeah, this is a lot of intensity. This is going to get me through history for sure.
Right. You want to hear another statistic on candy?
Yeah. Here. You keep going. I'm just going to engage in the ritual.
Yeah. So I skipped school one day, and we were hanging out at my friend Terry's house, and we were bored doing fucking nothing.
Fucking Terry, man. Yeah. How many stories start at Terry's?
Right.
Right?
Right. Exactly. A lot.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, I've got a Tootsie Roll Pop. It takes 10,237 licks to get to the center of that motherfucker.
Well, this is what they say.
Yeah. I literally went lick by lick.
Are you telling me scientific information?
Yeah, I literally counted. I was so bored that day that we skipped school that I counted, and it was 10,237 licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop. Now you know. It was the hardest thing I've ever had to do because I don't know how you do not bite into it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that is the most intense. I can't even imagine, dude. Like, that's the most incredible. Like, I salute you it's pretty sad. I mean, even owls, who are considered very wise creatures, I think they have a reputation as being the intelligentsia of the avian world. Even owls are unable to resist.
Right.
Here we go. Owls are driven mad by it. That's the takeaway.
How you doing down there?
Marvelous.
Is it working?
Oh yeah. Well,
I hear beeps.
Yeah, those beeps. That's the beep that says, "Hey, shit's good."
Is it?
That's the beep.
I've never really heard a shit's good beep.
Yep, that's the beep that says, "Yep, doing a good job."
Yeah. I bet it is.
Yep.
Don't put that on there. We know what happened last time.
No, the beep. You don't like it's
gonna overheat.
Oh yeah.
Last time it set the pump.
Yeah.
It's what I'm saying is that it's super, like, you know what's weird? Like, you're trying to shame me.
The handle goes on the left.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
That's gonna explain a lot. This is gonna work way better. Josh, it does not.
No, it does.
Well, that's only because
It goes in better.
that's only insofar as it's a square.
You gonna be okay?
I did it.
I mean, this is just.
You shut up. You shut your fucking mouth.
Want a warhead?
No, I don't eat those things. So peel the top of your tongue off. Now, so yeah, it could have been because the pump was engaged in a wastrel fashion.
Yes.
last time.
I agree with you. It's the pump.
Yeah, but what's super shameful, actually, and I think is probably, and I'm prepared to discuss it today on the show, on the program. If you don't know about, like, the everything's great alarm, that obviously we just heard, the good times alarm, if you have never heard that, I have to call your brewing pedigree into question, because that is a well-known alarm, and whenever you hear that beep, that's good times.
Why are pigs flying out of the...
That's a comfort. We can hear a beep like that and know things are going to be okay. Oh, hey, Beryl, what's up? We certainly could. I mean, you have heaps of gunpla that you haven't had a chance to build.
I know.
mean, it's always possible. The truth is, if we're going to be together in the studio, sitting here together again. I feel so free. No, if we're going to be together in the studio putting things together, it's probably going to be war game shit.
The new Kill Team box needs to get painted.
Now,
once you see Descent, I really want to paint those minis. Like,
yeah, they look good.
And we don't even have to put them together. We can just sit and paint them.
No, it's true. They're already done.
Yeah.
So what I would say is that I have secured access to the new Kill Team Octarius box and the new rule set. But it doesn't show up until Friday. And so Next week, we will take everything out, unbox it. We'll show you how it works, how it looks. We'll compare our factions. We'll go back and forth.
Go back and forth on the usual.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll compare the rule sets and sort of like how competitive the different armies are in the different contexts. But it's going to be good times for sure on Tuesdays right here on this channel. So
Great.
Yes. Now,
I'd like a beer if possible. I mean, if it's okay with you.
Vieille Provision.
Yeah.
Let's hit it.
Okay, great. There's mugs down below your
Mug.
left foot.
Oh, that's right. Classic.
So this was brewed at one of Europe's last farmhouse breweries. In the Hainaut province, Saison du Pont is a 4-star world-class example of the Belgian Saison style. This increasingly rare specialty originated before the age of refrigeration as a beer to be brewed in winter for summer drinking. The style required a beer sturdy enough to age in a bottle, but refreshing enough to be enjoyed in warm weather. Saison du Pont fits this description perfectly. It has a big, fruity bouquet and dense head.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
The
Head
taste,
density, I'm uniquely qualified to assess.
the taste starts fruity but ends dry and very clean with a light and refreshing body, and is incredibly sour.
I have
Look,
heard.
it says it right there. Incredibly
I have
sour.
heard everything I need to hear about Saison du Pont. Now, have you put this here for my interaction?
Oh yeah, because I want to see it.
Oh, it's going to be freaky, isn't it?
Only if you don't know how to open a champagne bottle.
Well, I mean, I certainly have celebrated on occasion.
That's
Oh,
not-
man.
Okay. So when you want to open a champagne bottle,
Well, yeah, don't you twist it and then
just 3 twists.
that's it?
That's it. You don't gotta.
Okay. Well, no. It's not F1. No,
Yeah.
Is this cork wanted to
Yeah.
be released? I gave it a tiny twist. Oh, are you trying to get this farmhouse?
Yeah, this is right up your alley, I think.
No, I was just popping my head. I'm just happy to see people in the office.
Oh, I can imagine.
I just want to be around other human beings.
I really, there's people.
So don't mind me.
Ladies
Don't mind me. I'm just getting the energy.
and gentlemen, and every conceivable coordinate in between, Ryan Hartman.
Ryan, this would be one of your styles of beers.
Yeah, he loves this type of stuff.
I had like a bunch of back-to-backs. I'm literally have to jump on a call with Laura. Laura is in the chat.
She is in the chat.
We're
Yeah.
about to be on a call. I'm filling my water.
Give Ryan the beer.
All right, so what are we looking at here? Is this a bad boy?
No, I don't think so.
Oh no, 6.5%.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Look at that. That is the.
Well, yeah, but this is what we expect from our wild yeast.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
The truth is, we see the same head when a beer goes wrong,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it greets one, or
Also,
top.
actually, if you look at it, look at the bubbles. They're very light. It's
Yeah.
not.
No, it's
frothy.
true. No, exactly. It's very lacy. All right, we ready? Let's give it a try. So this is, okay, here we go. I saw that look. I saw the look.
Oh, that's a Belgian.
It is, but I'm way down with that.
Oh, absolutely.
That's really, really complicated,
It has a fruity bouquet.
right?
You know? I don't know why I'm using this accent because it's not Belgian.
Yeah, Belgian, that's more of the Hercule Poirot.
Yeah. Where was this brewed?
So there's lots of beers that claim to be Saison. Is there not a definition?
It's loose, right? It's one of those loose definitions. It's like a porter.
Oh yeah, where it's like a porter. It's like when you really get down to it. It's like the Australian sparkling ale. It's like when you really get down to it. It's like you mean beer?
Motherfucker, that's a pale ale. You know?
Yeah, but it's about in that case, it's about the
Right.
spirit, and I think that's something they're trying to get at with this as well.
Right. Because I mean,
It's about vibe.
You have saisons and farmhouse ales from all over the world. I mean,
Exactly.
the point was that they were brewed on the farm and consumed with the materials that were locally grown.
Exactly. So it's going to be a moving target,
Right.
right? Yeah. So it has a little bit of the bitterness I would associate with the sour, but the rest of the malt and the rest of the vibe, I would say that instead of like being sour in the regular, like in the way that we think of, like in terms of the style, not just like the taste. It has what I like about farmhouse ales, which is like that black peppercorn.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
mostly spicy.
It's spicy, but there is fruit on the nose, a little on the palate.
Yeah, and from the yeast.
I don't know how, I can't describe this right because it's very clean but complex. Like it's simple but complex. I don't know how to describe that.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
No. It's because the body is light.
Yeah.
It's light in color. It's very drinkable, but there is that sort of strange core.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's bitter and spicy.
Right.
But none of the rest of the body is in your face.
Yeah, this is a farmhouse ale executed to the highest level.
I think that this would be good warm.
Yeah.
I think that would actually be completely
Absolutely.
legit. It would be sweeter, actually, right? Kick ass. Yes, exactly. It is simply complex.
This actually,
what a winner.
actually, this would be a beer Ryan would have dug.
Oh my gosh.
Just because I know his palate and I know his love for
He
the Belgians.
loves that shit.
Yeah, this is really.
He likes the Trompe Le Monde. Yeah. That's a winner.
Man, yeah. Do we have to do anything else? Can we get a couple more bottles of this
No,
thing?
we're done. Well, the truth is, I mean, this bottle is actually still full up to here.
Sure.
So we're fine.
You say that, but
We're
then
doing
you
good.
know we have some dissenting to do
No, that's
or
true.
ascending to do.
That's true. You have to start high and then go down. So maybe you have to like get up and then
Roll. Gotta get up to get down.
issue 0
Yeah.
of the descent is the
Yeah,
descent. Basically.
I get it.
All right.
St. Bernardus is really great as well, Baron.
Handalorian, it is my great pleasure to reveal exclusively on this stream. This is the studio. This is actually the studio at Penny Arcade. So we film the C
Maybe
team.
we just start a pub here.
Yeah.
You know, just get a liquor license and say fuck it.
everything looks right.
Right.
But the main takeaway, obviously, and then C team will be back for your enjoyment tomorrow, if I am correct.
Man, let me tell you, we got some fun hooks on that one.
No, there's
That was
the new one is
a
gonna be-
delight
the new one's going to be gross.
to go over.
But that's for tomorrow. That's for tomorrow. Today, we're going to complete our brewing task. Mike is going to build some plastic robots for you in the interim period.
Mini plastic robots.
Mini plastic robots, right? And then after that, 3 o'clock or so, Eric, Kiko, and myself are going to crack out Descent. Now, do we want to play the intro level again?
I think we should because it's part of the
You mean to
story.
show them.
Yeah, I want everybody to be invested in the story.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
neat.
Absolutely. Well, hey, Gamer Gout, it pleases me to reveal exclusively on this stream that we're going to be cracking one of those next week, it sounds like, in for a penny. So if you're curious about the beers that have been lying in wait over the last year and a half or so, fear not, they are on their way.
Patty the Pineapple, I'm about $400,000 away from making the Yak Inc. HQ brewery.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Wouldn't it be nice in
It'd be
there?
really cool.
Exactly. So that's the same story. That wine is part of the whole. It's part of the whole process, and so it's one of the other things that has been resting, and is ready for us to come take a look at. I mean, it's been under how long?
There are 3 that are waiting.
Yeah, there's 3 different ones that are ready for us to tap them in.
And if COVID didn't get us, those beers are.
It's going to be raw. I mean, we'll see how they go. My guess is that the wine that we literally had to chew on the bag to open and then make the wine, maybe the wine from the kit is not going to be so good.
Maybe it made it better.
God, I guess we'll see.
It's gonna be a trip. Listen, we've put worse things in our. I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
Woof.
But
Yeah,
you get where I'm going with it.
Yeah. Scheduling issues. There are some complexities around that times, which we'll get into at some point. But in the meantime, I have but to grab my technology, and then we can get wild.
Yeah, totally.
Creating the new stuff.
I love it.
Eric is right there. The bug eating. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that's true. I guess we have eaten bugs.
Yeah.
You're getting close, time. You're getting close. not exactly right, but you're getting close. Now, all right, so I have got the poll device set up.
Okay.
I've been signed in
Great.
to Authy. What more could you want? This is an incredible experience in the offing. Yes, also Anna did move. That's correct. There's a lot of pieces. There's a lot of pieces on the way to that for sure.
So what we need to... We need a theme.
Exactly, we do. All right, so last time we had our potion of haste.
That was fun.
It was really fun.
Drinking is a free action.
It was fast, I know. And indeed, it's being produced right now with more lemon drop than one sees.
You have no idea how excited I am.
Finer houses.
Out of all the beers we've done, this is one of the most I'm excited for, just because I love the concept of letting lemon drop take over.
It's going to be wild. And it's not a little bit of lemon drop either.
No.
It's in your fucking face.
Yeah.
All right, now, so we do need a theme. We got to jump in. We got to craft a concept that we can define within the laws of brewing.
Yeah. Handalorian, I think I need to run. I should run a pub D&D game.
I mean, one?
At the table here.
Well, you certainly
You know what I
could.
mean? Like, how funny would that be? Like, it starts off at the yawning portal, right? Like,
Gosh, you could.
pretty neat, right?
If you're just right, there is a lady.
Like, everybody's literally sitting at the bar and we're just playing D&D.
There's a lady on TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
and her vibe is basically like, I am the proprietor of an inn.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like when one of her videos comes up, she is just like bringing you your order. Like the whole vibe is just that she is running an inn, and you occasionally pop into it as you're scrolling through. I'm telling you,
That's
you got
cool.
you got to investigate.
All
it.
right. No, I'm just...
Barroom-
I'll let you show it to me. I'm never
Barroom
signing up.
Brawl, I think, is very good.
Yeah.
I think that is a stellar hook. If I can theme Return to the Sea Team, certainly could do. Oblivion. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, maybe it's a genre, JD. I don't know. Okay. So it seems like lots of people are interested in this barroom brawl. We definitely did Tasha.
Yeah.
Kill team. Meet at the tavern. I like that too. Just good vibes. Just good vibes. Yeah, meet at the tavern I think is very much...
What if we do this? One, a beer for when you start the quest at a tavern, and
Yeah.
a beer for when
you come back.
you come back and you're like that last scene of Avengers where everybody's just like
Eating shawarma.
fucked
Yeah.
in that diner. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a great hook. That, I think, it's not a complex. I'm talking about the boil.
Yeah, you're not going to get like a million different flavor notes coming out of it, but
But it smells so good.
yeah, it's that beautiful bready.
It smells right. When the water hits the lemon drop, it's going to be the drop. I need to turn this device off.
Mike.
Oh yeah, I just got a text from Mike that says you could do a Gundam beer. I don't doubt that we could.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't doubt that we could.
Okay, so we could do a char Asenball beer.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like,
we need a beer. It's like what is consumed actually out in the frontier
right. It's like
by the Xeon faithful.
what was it? Was it Mother's Milk from Firefly? Right, something like that.
Yes,
Like,
exactly. The same vibe, right?
Right.
The doctor's like, yeah, it's liquid bread, and it's
Yeah.
like I know what it is.
Yeah.
I know they're talking about beer. God damn it. But no, we should definitely.
A 0G beer, like that would be super carbonated and light, maybe. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
What's the system in the Gundam that reacts to your neurosystem that makes it go on hyperdrive?
It's the AV. I can't.
Like the psycho.
Yeah, totally with the
whatever.
the psycho field.
Yeah.
The
What is
frame,
that?
the
That'd be
psycho
great.
frame?
Psycho frame. Yeah.
Exactly. It has another. Like there's another. Yeah, exactly. The psycho. Okay, I thought the computer crashed. It did not crash. I just had to turn it off and turn it back on again, and everything's back. So that's
That
great.
makes sense.
Enjoy. All right. Hey.
So what do you have? What do you have on?
This is they want the shawarma.
The what?
They want the Avengers coming back
Oh, okay.
in ruins
Yeah.
beverage.
Okay, cool. God, what does that mean for a beer?
I know. This is what we have to figure out.
Okay, so when you are beaten, broken, and all you want is a pancake.
Yeah, exactly.
What,
That would be
like-
that's the apex, and it's also a pancake is also all you can handle
Right.
at that point.
What beer do you drink with that? Is it like a stout? Is it just something light and refreshing?
Yeah. Because there's different ways to come at it. Or do you want something that's the opposite of what you did, or
Right.
do you want something that is this like
Are-
a
am I-
torchbearer, like
right.
a Monty Hall thing? Like, do you want something that can wash off
Right.
that?
Or is it like,
adventure?
I want to drink the blood of my enemies type of beer? Like, give me something strong so I forget everything I just had to do?
Yeah, you shouldn't want to move after consuming it. Yeah, exactly. What you want is to drink medicinally. I think after you return, you want to put something in there
Okay.
that can help. Yep, fluffy haze, we like it.
Okay. That's
Yeah, exactly. Times New Opponent, it's the wrong beer. We have done it incorrectly. It's the wrong beer if at least one member of the party doesn't fall asleep in the booth.
What do you think about putting a Belgian double up there? Since it's
great.
Not that we're just because we're drinking a Belgian here, but a
it's
Belgian
good.
double is refreshing, but it is also thick and full-bodied and will get you.
It has the simplicity,
well,
but it also has the complexity.
I can't remember who said it, but you won't get up off of the off the table.
Yep,
right.
it's a good
You're-
combination. It's a good combination of like very present,
Right.
and also drinkable.
Yeah, you're going to drink the pain of your.
That's a winner. You're exactly right, Times. There's mega sweetness on top of this. Yeah, barley wine, look, we've done barley wines before. A barley wine is completely legitimate as a style, in my opinion. It's just that they take a long time. It's just like, with our active sort of brew cycle, it's hard.
This is interesting.
What do you got?
Keeping with the Belgian theme,
Yeah.
a Belgian IPA.
Oh yeah, okay, so it's got the fruity, it has like the crazy esters,
Right.
but it also has big hop
It has
presence.
a beautiful malt
body.
bill. The malt that is there, and the hops are going over the top of it.
Yeah.
That is like sit down and be refreshed, but remember the bitterness of that adventure. Right?
No, that's a winner, too.
That's cool.
That's a winner.
I dig that.
Yeah, Violent Garden says that the Abbey Ale or a double would rule. The banana-y flavors winner for me. Yeah, that's one of the big draws.
I think so too, right?
That's one of the big draws of that style. Yeah, it's big.
It's big.
It goes into the crop.
Yeah. Let's give one more.
Yeah. Man, I might have to have a little bit more.
Fuck yeah. What are you talking about? Might.
Oh, don't worry, I got you. I know what. Listen, I'm picking up what. Yep, I got it. It's like having a studio cat. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I got it.
What do you think about our Irish red ale? Like you're just at the bar and just.
Yep, that would be the
Give me
yeah,
that
exactly.
beer.
That would be the simplest one. I mean, when I think about that, that makes me think that there's like there's something you can order. That puts me into the vibe where there's something specific at this inn that you order when you come back from a job. The Irish Red sort of like tells the story automatically for
Right,
me,
right.
So that might be cool.
Is the bottle finished?
It's got a touch.
Okay.
Okay, styles. Yeah, those are all winners.
Man, I am so excited for Descent later.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking about it all. I've been thinking about it ever since we played it. Yep. Irish Red is just a solid. It's a solid classic one.
Yeah.
There's yeasts that are designed specifically to execute that rich malt.
Yeah, Violent Garden, exactly. an Irish Red is just a fantastic beer. It's one that anyone can get into, right? Anybody can approach it.
Yeah. It is. There is no like gate on that.
Right.
And you walk right in.
Like you would come in, you'd burst the door of the tavern open, and you would just go right up to the bar and just give me a flagon, right?
Oh no, I think this place that we're talking about. Mm-hmm. It's entirely possible it has every one of these.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying I think this is the sort of place where it's like you come in, that door goes open. They got you. Like behind the bar, they're like,
yep, okay.
Yeah, it's like I know what to do for this. It's just like snaps, points at tables. There's gonna be cups there.
Yeah.
Yep, Killian's is great.
Yeah. It's a classic. There's a reason why it's everywhere.
Yeah. It's just the spine of Killian's, right? A little bit of a spicy malt build. Oof. Yeah, World End's Pub. Yeah, World's End Pub for sure. All right, we got the Pico can.
Look at the color. Look at the color on that grain.
It's going to be lovely. Well, I mean, it's going to be that color, and it's not even done pulling that, right? But it's going to be that color with that sharp.
So it's all just mental. But as I watched the Pico on the screen, I got the scent of the.
Absolutely.
Just amazing.
Just because we're monkeys, basically. Yeah. All right. Well, here we got a winner here. They want that refreshing, strong.
Wow, okay.
They want the
That'll
Belgian
be fun.
double.
Yeah.
Right. And it's something special, right? It's something special that they do.
Okay.
So let me get a notepad to take down the holy numbers. I can't stress enough, chat. The scent of this boil.
Oh yeah, it's even better. Actually, you get there's a really good whiff over here.
It is healing me. It is healing me. Yes, terrible gamer. It is a bummer. But the space that the space that the Pico was in, is actually there's a few really nice options now that range from, the type of pilot system you might have at an actual brewery or brew pub, down to things that are a little bit more app-driven and a little more fancy. The one that, if I could go out and buy one today, it would probably be the Brewy.
The Brewy or the Anvil systems are really...
Yeah. I think that, like, for us, those are the choices. Mm-hmm. The Brewy is the most like the Pico.
Yep.
But, I mean, it seems like they really want you to brew in bag. That's fine, I don't care. But it also has the cooling internal, which was the fantasy we had for the Z.
Yeah.
Right, there's no cooling block, there's no leaving it alone to come back and pitch, right? It does the cooling inside.
Instantaneously.
But it also has the nice UI.
Yep.
Now, I don't know what the Anvil is like to brew on.
It's just a normal brewing system. It's a rim system, and it's basically a steel bucket that is automated.
Yeah. No, does it have the same thing at the bottom, like the release valve? Because it looked to me like a smaller version of the really big ones that we saw at Tuesdays.
Exactly. Yep.
Right?
And then you just pull the grains right out.
Yeah. See, that sounds all right to me. All right, well, let's get it. So we need your magic numbers.
So, typically a Belgian double will have be between 6 and 7.5 on the ABV scale. So 6 is, we had an easy adventure. 7.5 is, it was a tough one.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, wrong one.
Yeah, that's a...
Didn't even go in. Here. Oh, the back end is going goofy. Hold on a second, guys. I have to change it. There were several seconds in between that period. Let's try this. All right. Let's do it this way. Thank you, Cloud. Thank you for giving me access to the software. 6.9 ABV.
6 3/4.
Dorks. Yeah. 7.5 is raw.
Yeah, it's big.
I think they're looking for that solvent.
Yeah.
That universal solvent that can be applied to the woes.
And the wounds. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just directly.
Just have it, drink it, and then pour it.
No,
drink it and pour it.
It's like the biohazard shower. Like as you enter a spacecraft.
Yeah.
It just hoses you down with this fluid, and then there is a complimentary cup. Once you get inside.
Welcome. Here is your drink. Yeah, that's true. So,
Look, I think
Magic ball.
6. I was going to say you can. It's rare in here, at least partially because of the deleterious influence of Josh Price.
yeah.
It should be
It's all
said.
Josh.
Yeah. Sometimes there's some manipulation.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just right over there.
Yeah.
But I think that 21 is a pretty definitive.
I think we're on the nose there.
Yeah. So what we're hearing from you, tell me if I'm correct, Precious Channel. We're hearing that you would like some alcohol, and we can provide it. 7.5.
Okay. It was apparently a tough assignment.
Yes, rough stuff.
So let's talk about SRM. Usually between 10 and 17.
Okay, let's give them the juice.
If we look at the color, I mean, that's going to be golden to where you start to get into a little bit darker.
Well, is it okay if we give them an option that's a little bit darker still?
Absolutely.
So let's say
The world's our oyster. We can do anything we want here.
Exactly. Because I mean, it's obviously
Stop being afraid to break out of the norms.
exactly right.
You know?
Thank you. I needed that.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
So what if we say 10, 17, 25?
That's cool. Yeah.
We'll just go down. We'll give them an option there. Now, obviously, yes, it's off style, but we're also talking about a specific cultural practice.
Right.
Right.
You're walking in out of the cold, frozen wastelands of the
Well,
north.
yeah, and it, to my mind, at least, it wasn't.
What does it look like?
Exactly. It wasn't always. I think like we have to think about when the ritual found its first expression, right? And so it could have been that there was actually something. It could have been that batch was actually fucked up in some way, right?
So the first adventuring party came back to like this shit ale.
Well, exactly, and now it's like
Yeah.
a rite of passage
Yeah.
type thing, right? But yeah. So let me give you the good stuff here, chat. We're gonna go 10, 17, 25. That'll give you a couple solid stripes in there. Yeah, Flagusco. This is the sort of thing where you lean back in that, and you just sort of rest it against against your chest, and think hard. And think hard. About what happened to Tyron beneath the earth.
We always said we'd never talk about that.
Yeah, but it's
You
loosened my lips, you know what I mean?
Said you'd never mention that again.
well, I mean, Tyron will never find out if that's any comfort to you.
Yeah, well, maybe raise a spear from the dead.
This is so strong. I don't mean strong ABV. I mean it's just
it's
an excellent example. It is an excellent example of the form. All right. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So they want. I think I might have turned their heads.
Yeah,
with the
I really
narrative.
listen. Not saying you fingered that pole a little, but
I mean, listen, it's 2 a.m. They knew the risks, but I think that that's still a cool vibe.
I think it's
because
great.
We'll be able to get.
Again, no wrong answers here.
No. But I think that that's it. I think that just as the practice, I think you know what I think it is. What if it's like this? So you know how you were telling me about your friend out in New York way, where there's sort of a relationship between breweries and distilleries where a bad batch of beer can be a good batch of spirits.
Exactly. Yep.
Right? And so what if it's a situation where as the ritual, I'm just enunciating a possible foundation for the ritual. So let's say that they came back in and this was a sort of work that, this is a sort of task that where they went through what they had available, and then they had to start going back. They had to start bringing stuff out.
back. They're
like, this is not. It's beer in the classic sense.
Yeah.
But it's not. We're not. This would not be on the main taps.
It'll warm the bones.
Exactly.
But,
but it came back, and they needed so much. They went through the stock, and so now it's sort of a rite of passage.
so you have to go get more.
Exactly. So we're looking for 25 on this one.
Okay. Cool. All right.
I'm already cranked up for this.
Yeah. So let's talk about our IBUs. IBUs are typically lower on this. It's between
On
15 and
Belgians,
25,
yeah.
right? You're not going crazy. I mean, if we were doing a Belgian IPA, different story.
Yeah.
But this, it's going to be subtle and let the malt really do the talking.
yeah.
And the yeast as well. I mean, that's where you get
Well,
the
yeast-
esters
that's
that
the
come out of it.
main
Yeah.
differentiator.
Yep.
Let's see.
Yeah, enough bitterness in the day already. Exactly.
Yeah. I like the idea that just as a practice, it's not going to be.
No,
we don't want that then.
This is like a warm blanket you're drinking, right? After that
Yes.
fight.
Imagine
you're
if
just-
you could put a blanket around your heart, and that's the liquid that we're making today.
You want to give people heart attacks?
Yeah.
Okay,
Basically.
fine. That's great.
I understand this is a sensitive topic. So they're gonna send me some kind of a device, I guess, for my finger, and I'm gonna sleep with it,
Oh yeah, it's real cool.
and then they're gonna tell me, I guess,
Your
if I'm
oxygen
sleeping
level?
correctly,
yeah.
and then maybe they'll send me a machine.
Listen, I won't say it'll change your world, but it is a little that. So everyone who doesn't know, I had incredibly horrible sleep apnea to the point where I was waking up 80 times an hour.
Jesus
At night.
Christ!
They were saying I was getting 8% REM sleep. So they basically said I hadn't slept.
You
in
weren't
20 years.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Basically, in the classic sense.
Yeah, but they're like, well, look at everything you accomplished in 20 years without sleep. Now, welcome to hyperdrive.
Yeah, take it to
right?
the next level.
Yeah, so, but
It's like this is like when Goku G-trained in Satellite.
right, and now I got this machine that I wear at night, like I look like Darth Vader, but I wake up and I am 100% charged and ready to go.
Yeah.
So, if you ever, I'm an advocate for it, and
Well,
if you ever have it,
No, my
even
sis,
if you
it was
think
my
you're
sis.
sleeping bad, just get tested.
Yeah. My sis tried it, and she's like a different person. So 20 is the final data on that.
Okay. So let's talk about the grains, the base malts we're going to use in this.
Jim Swords, that sucks. Jim, I tried the test and couldn't sleep with the machine on.
Yeah, it's weird.
You see, now I actually listen. I have to sleep with a lot of noise, and so I'm hoping it'll be okay.
Yeah, so you can bring if you go and get the full test, it's a hotel room they put you in.
Basically.
Down at UW.
Oh yeah.
And so you're just like, oh, this is great. I fall asleep in hotels really quickly. For some reason, I love sleeping in hotels.
Yeah.
But that's what it feels like. But for me, when I use the machine, I fall asleep. Like normally, if I wasn't using the machine, I'd be 2 hours because my brain is going 20 miles an hour, and then I fall asleep. Right?
yeah.
With the machine, I'm just concentrating so much on breathing that I fall asleep in 10 minutes.
Yeah. That's
like
been my
like-
trick. I had
yeah.
to figure out like a meditative practice to go to sleep. And
Yeah.
It seems like it's basically what this.
That's what it is because you don't think of anything else. Anyways.
All right. So we have our guardrails.
Yep.
Now it's time to get some data.
So, base grains.
Yeah.
We're going to do two base grain choices here. We're going to do Belgian Pilsner.
I
which
knew
is
it.
gonna
I was
be
already typing it.
right?
Yeah.
This is classic.
Yeah. It's exactly what you think. It's
Yep.
crisp and sweet.
Exactly. But the twist on this is we can also use Golden Promise.
Okay. Which would be a little bit outside the base concept.
It's still a pale, but
Exactly.
it's very sweet.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not gonna thumb this scale. I'm gonna let that roll.
Let's see what other flavors.
Yeah, the Diamond Age.
Chocolate caramel toast.
I think the Diamond Age is my favorite book, CM. I'm pretty sure the Diamond Age, or A Young Lady's Illustrated Primer, is my favorite book. Yeah, it's too good. Have you read Diamond Age? Mm-mm. Diamond Age? Josh, Diamond Age?
No.
Yeah.
I'm
Explains a lot, Josh.
Listen, I'm halfway through the Amber Chronicles right now, so.
Who makes that book?
Neil Stevenson, local hero.
Read a single Neil.
Is he local?
Fuck Neil Stevenson.
He's
What's that?
local?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Great book.
Zodiac's really good, actually. I love Zodiac. It's a very, very short read too. But he's got lots of great books. He's just a beast. Nope, they want that sweet crisp.
Of the Belgian Pilsner? Absolutely.
Yeah, Fat Baron, yes. And now I will tell you this. He, maybe when it comes time to end the book, maybe not so good. But it's about the idea. It's about the journey, All right, Belgian Pilsner. It's an easy
Great.
one. They want it.
Okay, so what flavors do we want? Typically these are caramel and chocolate and not a lot of roasted flavors, but you can get a little toasty with it if you want.
Yeah. It's not like the sort of like the acrid, like a coffee type.
Right.
That's not the flavor profile.
Right, exactly.
But chocolate by way of like roasted and nutty, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So how do we want to, what do we want to express? Do we want to go caramel? Do we want to go chocolatey? Do we want to go roasty? Or do we want a combination of two of those?
Yeah.
3 of those? All of those?
Well, here, you know what we'll do? Let's just see where people are at in terms of the flavor profiles.
Yeah.
And then we'll get something dialed in.
Because what does that mean? Like, when you come in, all I see is you knock that door open to the tavern.
And they know.
And the snow is blowing outside and a rush of snow. Yeah, the cloak comes up and snow rushes behind you.
Yeah.
Into the midscape of the tavern.
Well, no, it's
right?
like, it's the grim medieval fantasy version of the Marilyn Monroe photograph.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Everything else is the same.
Just snow's blowing up your
cloak
ass. Yeah.
And snow.
Yeah.
So tell us where you're at on these. Trusha. Thank you so much. Unless it's Traus Chat, in which case, I still thank you.
Both work.
Yeah, they're both good. Yeah, I got about 30%. I was like totally nuts for, I think it's called Reamd from Stevenson. I got about like 30% of the way through it, and I couldn't push through anymore.
Really?
Yeah, for a long
It's
time.
not like you.
No, usually I'll read a book just to like defeat the author.
Yeah, but
Oh man, I couldn't pull it off. I couldn't pull it off. I actually I literally went and read how it ended. Like I could not.
wow.
I could not trudge through any more of the.
What are you gonna say if you see him in the grocery store? Like, man, that fucking ending, huh?
I'm gonna.
Endings, am I right?
I'm gonna dish up a brutal Tracy chop.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's against the TOS.
Yeah.
But if it's up to you, if you're the person who is listening to what I said, and then you're like, I don't know, is this actually a TOS violation? I urge you to try reading Reamd.
And you too will want to give a throat chop.
30%, and if you don't feel like delivering a gruesome chop, then ban me.
More power to you.
You know what I mean? Fucking ban me. Oh, Quicksilver's impossible. This is the thing. Like he's written some of my favorite books, but holy shit, some of them I can't do.
Really?
I can't do
That's
it.
wild.
I can't fucking do it. Fo, good to see you. Listen, so
Fascinating. It's fascinating.
it's real. So here's what we're talking about. So they want the caramel.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about different ways we can get caramel into this.
Yes.
We can go with a subtle caramel and make it crystal.
True.
Just one of the crystals. We can go heavy on the caramel in this and really make it like a hearty, like coat your veins, warm your bones caramel if we put Special B in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and Special B is going to have a little bit of roast character too, right?
Yep.
So, Josh, you'll be so pleased. I'm going to look at my grain map.
And actually, Beckenbauer, you pull this one out too. Beckenbauer has a great recommendation of Cara Munich, which is a caramel based grain that we can use as well.
Caram.
want to put them just to the left of the bottle.
Okay,
Here.
so, Jesus.
I know. It's a Special B. I got you.
Got it. Do we have Cara Munich in here? I don't think we do.
We got some we have a bunch of the caramels, which I love.
Yeah, just get anyone. Anyone's fine.
Okay.
Pick like an 80
You
or
bet.
90.
We'll grab this 60 here. All right, so caramel 60. It's
That's
hard,
fun.
isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's drying, so. Well, so take a whiff of that, and
Yeah.
then come in and take a whiff of the Special B, and I think you're going to really notice a really special a difference in.
Oh my gosh, there's no comparison. There's no comparison. Caramel 60 is a wheat bomb,
Right.
right? Whereas Special B has that little right around the edge, that toastiness,
Yeah.
and warmth, basically.
And that's why they say it's
Oh.
extremely caramel in that flavor. So that's how we want to look at this decision of, do we want the caramel to be light and really just on the nose and then let some other flavors come in? Or do we want that Special B to coat our bones?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Special B for bone coating. Yeah, so my task as a writer is to produce original sentences that have never. They don't even have to be good. They just have to be. They just have to have never been present anywhere before.
Right.
That's my disease.
Right.
So, reasonable caramel, I think, has never been spoken by any person. Yeah, you really can't beat that toasty. So this is why Special B is such a friend to you.
Right.
Because
I enjoy it.
it's toasty, but it's not in your face about the toasty, and it's caramel, but it's not just caramel.
Yeah.
It's complicated.
And I think for me, it's just my palate that likes that style. I like caramel. I like the toasty flavors in a beer.
In the Facebook dropdown, it would be it's complicated.
Right.
Right?
Right. Yeah. There's or yeah.
Entropy reigns certainly. I mean, unreasonable caramel, I think, is the Special B for bone coating. Now we have your two kinds, right? We have our sort of like soft butter caramels, our craft, right? And then we have our artisanal caramels, right?
Right.
That you get, and they're all individually wax wrapped. Like that's more of the Special B. That's an upmarket caramel. It's a little toasty, right? It's a little more burned sugar. It's richer, butterier. Well, John, but look. What we're saying, if you're saying you want caramel, and I mean, that's what I'm saying, right? One of them has got some crazy caramel.
Yeah.
And the other one has caramel, but it's like, here's some caramel.
Yeah, what else are you going to do?
There's not a lot of excitement.
Right.
It's like what else you got
It's like,
for me?
yeah,
All right,
I'm
I've
here.
had caramel.
It's like the wallflower in the room, right? Which is fine.
So the smell of the grains has changed. It's now moved into that sort of, a lot of the sugars have already been hit and extracted. So it's at that point where, I mean, I'll never forget when we were out at Two Bears. Josh was also with us.
Yeah.
Where ultimately the process of making the wort and brewing through ultimately becomes about the husk acting sort of as a natural filter for the
mesh.
hot water.
Yep.
And it's like, when the scent starts to change to the husk, it just reminds me of that
that
three-tiered
experience. Yeah,
system, right?
absolutely.
All right, Special B for bone coating. Bones are getting coated, y'all.
Okay, so here's the cool part about this. We can be done right now.
That's true.
So you can put none.
Exactly. And this would be say, hey, these people are suffering. They need help. We know what they need.
And this
it's
is
Special B.
And this is going to allow us to produce it quick because we only need 2 grains. We don't need 5, right?
Yeah.
So you're getting more out to tables. We could add a chocolate flavor.
Fast boy. Yeah, you could come in
You
with
could come
something
in with
on
chocolate.
the nutty
It's
roasted
very,
side.
it's not normal in this style, but we could. We would add just a touch. We could use Victory for toast.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to grab a handful of that.
Yeah, no, bring it out. I mean, it's going to be fun to.
Victoire, I had seen it up there. Here. Interesting. Whoa. That, I would describe that as unrelenting wheat.
Is that the Victory? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gives you that very nice toasty.
That is a big, it's toasty, but it's just a very big flavor, like structurally,
But if
that
you
would
s-
stand up.
If you smell that
Victory
next to
and
a Special B, yeah,
Mwah.
yeah.
Really, really good. And we can come back to one of these.
Actually, I kind of like just the thought of victory. Just the
Victory
word,
should be in there.
right?
All right, let's get this out there. Oh man, I feel like that's really interesting. But the truth is, the right answer might be that we need to do.
We don't
all
need,
three.
or we do none.
Exactly.
The right answer could just be none.
The right answer could be, hey, we got a good thing with Special B.
Yeah.
Let's stick with Special B.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
On
that's
to
a
morning.
fun. Yeah, exactly. That's a fun way to think about it too. Like,
Yeah, it's
okay, they're coming in. They need a hearty drink. The beer needs to provide all these or the tavern needs to provide all these
and now
adventures
they're
with beer.
known for it.
Yeah.
They don't want to be doing this shit every time.
Right.
Right.
So it's like, what 1 or 2 grains can we use and be done?
It's like Red Larch Regular.
Right.
Right. This is a beer. This is Profa's beer for the Drawn and Courtier.
Right.
She's not a fuck around lady.
No.
Right? She is doing this while she's doing a bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
She's like halfway thinking about this while
Exactly.
she's doing it. So it has 1 grain. It has 1 hop. The hops are out by the window.
Right.
Right?
Man, beer smells really good and sweet.
Yeah, it's delicious.
You mean down here from in the boil? Absolutely. It's amazing. Like I say, it's sort of passing into the next part where the husk is now part of the aroma because so much of the sugar's been pulled out. I love it. Yeah, you sold Victory. You sold them on Victory, man. But I'm not even mad. Victory and Special B, we could make beers with Victory and Special B for the rest of our lives. And I'm going to recommend that we do so. Let's just change the course of it. But no, I mean, if we ever get a chance,
Yeah.
like to really flex, I think if we could make a really strong, good body out of Special B and Victory, it would fortify people for life's challenges.
Right. What if you just did like a regular pale ale malt with Victory and Special B and then a really flavorful hop?
Yeah. Like how big? Like a Chinook?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Here. I'm just gonna build.
Yeah, build the recipe.
Yep. I'm just gonna build the flavor profile you were talking about. This was really cool, Josh. This was really nice and cool. So yeah, if we take a little pale malt, it's probably going to be about twice as much as anything else.
Yeah, you're gonna have you're gonna be 80% pale.
Yep, little special
And
roast.
Maybe 20
Little
or
Victory.
10% on each of the other additions. What do you think? I mean, obviously that's going to change as you extract it, right?
But this is something that we should do. Yeah, that's really, really a nice combo. Put them back before I forget where they go.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, not just saying we have a chart, but
But
maybe we have a
those two,
chart.
what happens is that then you get, especially from the Victory, you get that wheat structure
Right.
so that it isn't just a sweetness running all over the place, right? It's cordoned off.
Exactly. I think Victory's got this one.
No, Victory's coming out on top of this.
Okay, what was
That's a freebie.
what was our ABV?
The ABV, nothing would bring me more pleasure.
Yeah.
It's 7.5 because I wrote it down.
Great.
Because we're drinking medicinally here.
Yeah.
Right?
And what is our SRM?
The SRM is 20. Jack, thank you so much.
Oh, the SRM's 20. Okay.
Yeah, I've never had the Carafa 2 special. Real quick, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna try a little wheat. Whoa,
What do you think?
that's
Dark,
coffee.
huh? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You want to bite?
Yeah, that's when we want to go real roast.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
a
not
mega
this beer.
roast character. No. But the best part is that when it comes down, here, I'm just gonna throw these out, Josh,
You got the
just so people can
Raffle
see.
too? Yeah.
Yeah. So when it comes time to go,
Actually, take it. Yeah.
right? When it comes time to go dark, we'll be able to get this dialed in real good. I mean, get a load of this. Like, look at the range we can execute here. Right? They're all dark.
Right.
But these are not the same
But you were
dark.
going, here's kind of really the order.
Oh, yeah, in terms of the SRM.
Yeah.
Yeah. The chocolate malt is actually, this is why its vibe is on the nutty side.
Right.
Because, you know what, this actually happens, I feel like such
Think about this like coffee,
I feel like
right?
I was just going to say
Oh,
that.
you know,
I
is
feel
that where
like
you're
such a
going? Yeah.
fucking dork.
Yeah.
But once we get out here, this is what they would call a French roast.
A French roast, yeah. And
Which we should absolutely establish is not a real term in coffee. It's not actually, that's not a type of roast.
right. But like here is a full city roast, right? And then you've got,
Exactly.
you're going darker from there.
So with these, once this range from here to here is where is what they would call in coffee origin character. So this is what it tastes like. This is what it is as a property of the roast and the grain that it is. And then the farther you go over here, you're just making a choice about roast character. Do you want roast character to eclipse origin character? Well, you move in this track.
It's going to add more of the caramel flavors and the roasted flavors to the coffee.
Exactly right.
Really, really fun.
What a delight.
It's actually amazing how these all these different things kind of mesh together,
I think humans
right?
have been roasting seeds for a while.
Right.
All right, let's get it.
So I think we're done there. I don't think we need anything else.
I think we got a great malt bill. Now it's time to find the right hop.
Okay, so a classic one that would go in this would be Saz.
Oh, yeah. So do you use a lot of noble? Is there a lot of noble hopping in Belgian
So we
styles?
can do Saz, and I'll pull up the flavor profile for everybody. Distinctly earthy, herbal, and spicy.
Oof. Well, we know. This is you. If you have had German beers, you have had Saaz. Styrian Goldings is classy. Adds a little fruit to the mix.
Yep. This is resinous and earthy with a little bit of white pepper. How fun is that?
That's really cool. And resinous, earthy, and pepper, especially in a Belgian style, there's going to be a lot of harmony, I think, between what the yeast wants to do anyway and what the hop is.
Now, are there any other flavors we want to go for? Like if you take a look, fruity, citrusy, tobacco, pine, grass. What does this kind of adventure evoke, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it smoking your pipe at the end of the adventure, right?
Right.
And that's why we want to add a tobacco.
Something soothing. So can you get a hop that's more orange than grapefruit? Yeah. Now, it's the rind, like rind in a boil, is not a super crazy thing. If we offered a sweet citrus, I mean, I would say Belma. Belma would have a candied orange.
That's
citrus
interesting, yeah.
That might be really interesting against the baseline of these grains, which is a caramel and a little bit of toast.
Yeah, throw it in.
I mean, that might be nice.
Yeah.
I think that's a winner. Do we want to put something else in there?
I think those are three good choices.
Well, yeah, we can't. And they're very different.
Yeah.
We have fruit, herbal, and then the resinous.
Yep.
Yeah, those are all winners, I think. That's good stuff.
Speaking of good stuff.
A chocolate, Drail says, a chocolate stout carboy explosion cured me of my brewing urge. Oh, I bet.
I bet, yeah.
I bet. Was it a big glass? A big, basically, chunk of glass that exploded into slime?
Never a good time.
Gallons of dark liquid?
It's happened to the best of us.
Ugh. What a fucking nightmare, Drell.
Man, you really sold them on that Belma.
Well, I think it's an interesting counterpoint.
Hey,
to
I'm
the
not
rest.
arguing it. I sold them on the Special B. You sold them on the Belma.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
It's like at the end of the day, it's like these scams that require two people to make it work.
Right.
Right. It's like it was with the dog selling scam. But no, I have a soft spot for Belma because Belma is in.
You really do.
Belma's in signing bonus.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Which was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. Oh no, Drill. This isn't what we like. Yeah,
Whoa.
earthy. Yeah, earthy would be definitely cool for that deep thing. But yeah, it might be that they don't want to focus on that particular portion,
Right.
and that's reasonable, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, we know what it is. It's Belma.
Okay, cool.
I'm Not a Winner says they blew up an Imperial Stout. Yeah, I mean, it's a higher ABV. It's going to be higher gases. Lost about a half gallon. So you lost some because it blew up over the top, but you still retained the rest of it.
Yeah, if that happens to you, a really cool way to do it is you can prep this. So if you have a 3-piece airlock,
Classic.
it'll shoot it out of your carboy. You can put it back in, and in the top of the airlock there is a stem essentially.
Yeah.
And then you attach a hose, any kegging hose or anything, to that stem and run it out and down
Bucket of
into a
water.
bucket of water.
Yep.
And that'll cure your blow off. It'll just all blow off into your pot of water.
Yeah.
I came home to it one night, and I literally rushed into the kitchen, got a spaghetti pot.
Oh, yeah?
Filled it with water, put it there, and then ran the hose, and then everything was fine.
Yeah. It just handles the outflow.
Yeah, totally.
All right.
So what was our IBU?
The EBU, if you will, is 20.
Okay. Done.
I'm loving it.
So let's talk about our yeast.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some go-tos.
What is the Bogston Belgian Ale? Baston. A dry beer with an acidic finish. Cleaner finish with... Okay, that sounds fun.
Interesting. Oh my gosh, it just hit the lemon drop.
Did it?
Or you smell great.
I mean, I
mean,
do smell
I was
real
like-
good.
I was just drawn in. I was like, this is incredible. What an incredible scent.
I've been getting into handmade soaps lately.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
No, that's lemon drop. That's actually lemon drop. It smells jammy when the water hits it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got?
We could use a dark strong ale, which is kind of fun. It's dry, tart, and fruity.
Well, dry, tart, and fruity might be interesting with the rest of the build for sure.
Oh, Jesus.
Extreme fermentation.
Extreme!
Extreme fermentation. That's one of the options. What the hell is extreme? After you choose it, we have to look it back up. I assume all of these are intended to ferment.
The classic Belgian ale, phenolic and spicy flavors. Mm-hmm. Less fruity than the Trappist ale.
Yeah, but we sort of know these. That phenolic and spicy, that's what this is.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what we had here. So there's some peppercorn type vibe in there. It's good.
And I don't wanna... Ooh. That's kind of fun, right? You want to type that out?
The Ardennes.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Phenolics developed at increased temperatures, mild fruit and complex spice.
Man, that's something else to like. That is something else to like about lemon drop. What an incredible aroma.
You missed one.
Did I?
I don't see two on that.
Yeah, that's not sufficient. Oh, it must not have gotten all the way through. Here we go. Belgian Ardennes.
Ooh. Sounds great.
What were the properties? Was that any good? Because it was a little bit.
Yeah, it was phenolics develop in increased temperatures. It's mild fruit, but with complex spice.
Okay.
Sounds delightful.
Yeah, that could be really interesting. All right, let's see it. Oh, Feisty Crabman says that they think that something went wrong with the batch they kegged last night. Tastes like hot plastic. And we have actually tasted this.
You kegged it last night? Yeah, that actually happens. It's just, it could have just been a different bacteria.
Yeast.
Yeah, it could be bad yeast. You might have a bad bacteria in there. Get some iodophor or iodine and clean it out that way, and that will clear any bad
Nuke
bacteria.
it from orbit, basically.
Yeah, essentially. But any homebrew store has iodophor, which is an iodine mix.
Yeah,
And
and
you
it's a couple drops, right?
Yeah, it's like a tablespoon or
It fucks them up.
yeah.
This is one trick bacteria hates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy Mays would have sold the
Yeah.
shit out of it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, they want the mild fruit and complex spice along with the Belma. This is.
I think that's really neat.
good.
Like thematically, it should be mild fruit, right? Like you're coming in from, hard weather, hard
Exactly.
adventuring.
No,
It's not a fruity beer.
No.
It's just
This is essentially a soft landing for you.
Right.
You come back, it's a soft
it's a
landing.
pancake,
Exactly. Yeah,
covered in
exactly.
maple syrup,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Even if it's a savory pancake,
Yeah.
green onions, the syrup is going on.
Oh, God, remember the green onion
nobody's gonna
pancake from
fuck with you.
Spicy Talk?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. And the hand shaved noodle, it's fucking crazy. All right.
So good.
Hey, so now we need a name.
Yeah.
And then we'll hand the stream over to Mr. Krahulik. What ails you?
Ails you?
Oh,
Glory
oh,
fish. That's goddamn Woken Spirits. Jesus, double thick.
thick,
Come on, these are great. Sweet Oblivion. Grey Numont.
Grey Numont. That's like a multi-linguistic one.
Bittersweet Homecoming. Nefith. Flagon. Tallying XP. Cool.
Some kind of sensory deadening pancake. I mean, it doesn't really fit on a label, though, does it?
No.
Oh, end of the road. There you go.
The road. Really good. Really good.
Man, this is going to be a toughie. This is going to be Rolling Chunder.
Chunder? Oh. Dark Allegory. Ooh.
Allegory, I think is probably what they were
Allegory.
trying
Oh,
to
I didn't
do.
even see that, yeah.
The desensitizer.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. We've already done a long rest, actually, which is good.
Yeah. No regrets.
Heart blanket, yeah. That's a cheeseburger.
Forget me, yes.
I've seen shit. yeah.
All right.
Forget me lots.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. That's actually really good. Forget me lots. Sorry, I got to switch it up. Caramel latte. All right, I'm going to ship this. We'll see if it needs a vote off because there's a
lot of good ones on this one.
There's a few winners on here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a winner. All of the archives, all of the recipes are definitely available to you in any episode. If you go right to the end of an episode,
They're all there.
you'll find any beer that we've made that you want to put to work.
Yep.
Yeah, man, that was really good.
Yeah, it was really.
That's a winner.
Great beer.
That's not like they're going to be the first thing I reach for,
No, but
that's really, really good.
But it is novel to bring like if I'm coming over, hey, I've got something really interesting we should try. Type of thing.
exactly,
Right.
and it's also the right size for
Yeah.
two people.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
What's that? Is it the end of the road?
Oh, end of he road. Sorry, that's obviously I messed it up. End of he road. No, that's not it. What ails you? Okay, here we go. We're gonna do the vote off.
Okay.
All right. Give that a try. See what that does for you
What was the top one?
with that truncated set.
What ails you?
What ails you?
Yeah, Jesus.
It's a goodie. I mean, I think it's a goodie.
I think it's brilliant.
It wasn't seeing the what I would describe as the correct level of affection.
Right? If not, we're saving it for another beer.
Exactly.
Holy
So we'll
shit.
see how it gets dialed in here. The truth is, there's definitely no losers here. Certainly not us. This is going to be an incredible product. That's going to be really good. That's a freebie. And the best part about it is, because we have a few beers that are ready to tap and drink, these can all have the amount of time that they actually want before we tap them.
Right, totally.
Oh, that's really interesting. Beckenbauer, Mike would almost certainly like the beer that's boiling in there.
Yeah, because it's like a Sprite.
Exactly. And that's the best, that is the best, most reliable method of getting Mike's attention
Yeah.
is to have a Sprite available.
Yeah.
And so absolutely, crisp, sweet grain, nice carbonation, sharp lemon taste. It's going to get a hold of a gem.
Yeah, I agree.
Synaptic Fire, the only time we've ever been able to have sufficient volume of one of our brews at a show was when we had the advantage of working with two beers to deliver a full can run, which did not last long.
No, that lasted what,
I felt
2
bad.
weeks?
Yeah, exactly. I felt bad. It's just like, I was like, well, I don't know, maybe it didn't go so well.
Yeah.
And that time he's like, oh no.
Oh, no, it's gone.
It's gone. It was all gone.
Yeah. We're all worried, like, is people going to buy this?
You know how it is. No, it's all gone.
No.
Hey, look. So, runaway success here from What Ails You, coming back in, getting a grip on it. I love it. Oh, Synaptic, it was mwah. The Belma. Rich, sweet, candied orange. So good. Hey, we did it. We did it. Somehow. We've managed a success under incredible odds. Thanks so much for rolling through. Of course, we're going to send you off now into the jaws
wide open.
of Micro.
I'm really in the 80s today.
Gonna push fit some plastic, no paint, no glue. It's the Sprue Crew.
Wow, that was good.
Yeah, I got a lot of great content
Holy
like
shit.
that. So I'm gonna grab the Machinery of the Universe. We're gonna send it over to Mike, hang out with him for about an hour and a half, come back here about 3 o'clock. Me, Eric, Kiko, we're gonna show you Descent Legends of the Dark. It's a combination of a cooperative tactics game and a video game. It's app driven. Could be very interesting. Come back and see us at 3. Until then, we'll see you